Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shuffle Podcast, episode 161. We the Cook Shuffle guys. I'm Joe.
I'm Dave.
And Dave, I was reading something today, and by today I mean 5 minutes before I started this podcast. The shortest man in the world, shortest man living, sorry, has just been
Died?
No.
Oh.
Has just been what's recognized, I guess, by the Guinness Book of World Records.
Oh, okay.
He's an Iranian man. Dude's 2 feet 1.6 inches.
It's a child.
Yeah,
They just
definitely a man.
they just found a child
Mm-hmm.
and that's it.
Dressed him up like a dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a small, like short king. Like he's their leaders. Like
That
their
is
leader.
that is not even a short king. That is a mini king.
That is a mini king. He, like, you could pick him up. They short
How
people.
much do you think he weighs?
Are they called short people? Is that what we call them?
Well, because he's shorter than
He's
a
shorter
small
than short
person.
people. Yeah, that's right. Small person. That's the word I was thinking of.
He's shorter than a small person.
But like they tend to be pretty dense. Like they got a lot of mass.
Yeah.
But I think I could pick him up and like toss him.
2 feet. If he's not like obese, then he can't weigh more
He's
than
not obese. He is just like he's a slim.
Yeah, he
I
can't
keep like going
be-
like this because I'm like looking behind my light to see the picture of him.
he can't be weighing too much.
No, there's no way. Like, you got to be able to like pick him up and just like yeet.
Yeah.
Not that I want to,
Oh no.
but I could. He's 20 years old, by the way, so he could get
20 years
he's
old.
done growing.
It's not even a man.
Yeah, but he is the shortest man alive. So like, he's got it made. He's got a Guinness World Record.
All right. Well,
I just fucking
now,
spilled
we talked
apple
about
cider. God damn it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we did talk about world records.
We talked about world records before. You get like nothing
Yeah, you get a plaque.
from it, right?
And I think that's it. I think you just get the recognition, and then you get noticed by people that read those books. Like
Yeah.
the Guinness World Record books. And I don't know how many people really actively read those.
Guinness World Record. I will say that every once in a while, I'll say at least once a month, I'm checking the Guinness World Record.
You're checking world records once a month?
I don't know. I feel like sometimes it just like pops up. I'm like, oh, what's like the longest
Oh.
something did this?
Yeah,
I'm not like, all right, beginning of the month. Then
You
there's
see like an
what's-
unusually long hair on your arm. You're like, what's the world record for the longest arm hair?
Yeah, something like that. So I'm just like,
Yeah.
what is the biggest dog?
Yeah.
Ever did?
Just to like totally off, like on a tangent really quick, I pluck my long arm hairs. Like, I don't say pluck like with tweezers. Like if I'm like doing something and I like happen to look down, I got like a really long one. I fucking yank that shit out
Why?
because it's abnormal, and I don't want any abnormal hairs on my body.
I have
Like-
got so many abnormal hairs on my
Really?
body.
I've got like some gray like chest hairs, like right on my nip.
You've seen my chest hair, right? I've got
I don't think so.
I've got like 4 white hairs.
Yeah, I've got like two.
straight white.
Like white. Yeah, mine are like silver.
You could probably classify mine as silver, possibly, but like,
I can't see.
dude,
them.
they're white.
No, I've got two that I've like actively noticed right on the nip, the right nip, and it's a miracle that they've lasted as long as they have. Because usually I'm out, and I think because they're so close to the nipple, I'm afraid to pull them because it's gonna hurt.
And that one story.
Yeah, I remember that story. So I might go in there with like like either tweezers or like I'll use like nail clippers and just like clip them down.
Yeah. Ugh.
So I get rid of those. I get rid of the abnormal hairs. I don't like having any chest hair, but I've been too lazy for the past God knows how many years to shave it. So I've just left it now. But now I've got some white ones coming in there and I hate them. Gotta get
I've
rid of
got
them.
so much body hair that
Yeah,
there's not even like
I don't have that much.
there's no reason for me to even try and attempt
Yeah.
to. The only thing that I do, is occasionally, if I'm just like, you know what, yeah, sure, is I will more in the summer
Yeah.
because like I'm often to go shirtless in the summer.
Exactly. Yeah. You don't want people seeing the man
Yeah,
beast.
so like no matter what, I'm gonna have a hairy chest. I'm not getting rid of that
Yeah, absolutely.
because I'm not dealing with that. Like that's a lot of hair.
It is a
And
lot of hair.
I'm not going. The only time that will go is if I decide to get a waxing for some reason.
Yeah.
But what I'll do in like this more in the warmer months is like because my shoulders are mad hairy.
Yeah.
Shoulders,
I'll shave those up.
like right here gets a little, gets a little hairy, and then
I get like
back of my
little
neck.
I'll get like hairs on my like shoulders, but like those are gone the second I see them. Again, I'll be standing in the shower just fucking again, it's like one or two. I'm not like just ripping hair off my body,
Yeah,
but
yeah. What I was hoping, now I'm telling you that it used to be not too much hair, and I was like, oh, cool, I'm getting hairy shoulders. That's fun.
yeah,
But now, and then I was like, well, whatever. Once I get tattoos,
won't
they'll
matter so
cover it up a
much.
little bit. Dude, it's just like, oh yeah, you got tattoos. Now there's 10 times more hair.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
I will say I always see the hair like it always comes from the tattoos. It's not really anywhere else. It's always on the tattoos that I have on my shoulders.
it's not even like it's coming from the tattoo. It's just there's just more hair. It's just, hey, you thought you could cover it up? No,
Nope.
it's just, we're gonna give you more hair on your shoulders. So like, yeah, I mean, literally just the other day, just because I was just like, um, I had trimmed this up, and
Yeah.
so I had it in my hand. So I was like,
Get rid of that really quick.
yeah, sure, just get rid of that, whatever, touch it up.
Yeah.
Get a haircut this Saturday.
All
So
right.
it's like,
I scheduled mine for when I come home in 7 days.
yeah, I think this is like the quickest. This might be like the quickest turnaround for me
Yeah.
because I'm notorious
Yeah.
for
You're
not.
notorious for not getting your haircut.
Yeah. I think. So wait, hold on. When did I get it? Get last? I think. No, not June 3rd. I think it was. So it's not
So it's
even
been
that.
6 months.
It's not even that that quick of a turnaround.
Yeah, I've had more haircuts since then. And
Yeah.
I don't live there anymore.
How do you see like?
I have no idea how you see your appointment history.
Here we go.
But my hair grows like mad fast. So I got
October
it.
7th.
Oh, that's much better. I was gonna say I swear you got one sooner than June, but
Yeah. Okay. So June, October.
that's a big
What?
turnaround. But October to
Okay.
December is not bad.
Here we go. Here we go. So
I got a story after you're done telling this.
So I went, this one's a big jump. August to April.
Yeah, that is a big August.
That's
September,
a bigger
October,
jump.
November, December, January, February, March, April. That's 8 months.
Yeah. And then but then now since April I've gotten so April to June, June to October, October and now December.
It's not bad.
So that's what, like every 3 months?
Yeah, give or take.
Yeah.
I was watching something last night and they were talking about how they get haircuts like once a week.
It's stupid.
I'm like, that's just a waste of money. It
Yeah.
costs what do we pay Chris? $30, 30 something bucks?
Something like that.
Yeah.
35
$30 every time I get a haircut. If I were to get one every week, I would have less money than I have now, and I have no money. I would legitimately have even less than $0.
Yeah. Last time I went to Chris too, I got the VIP thing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you got the whole fucking sucks you off and
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one I paid a pretty penny for.
yeah.
And
Now nobody's getting that every week, but like people
No.
are going and just getting like, and like what it takes 5 minutes maybe, but like you're paying full price. Doesn't matter how long the haircut takes.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying too. It's like
It's
you gotta-
ridiculous.
like
I'm
already
paying for the time.
yeah. Like you can't even because like with a barber, I mean, you're paying for obviously what he's doing
hmm
and a bit of a conversation.
Yeah,
If you go in every week,
you got
there's no
nothing to talk
conversation
about.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah. There's no conversation.
it's a miracle,
time.
Dave, that after almost God, how long have we been doing this podcast? Since 2018. It's a miracle that you and I still have stuff to talk about every week.
Yeah. which half the time it's just
Half the
like,
time we're struggling.
yeah. So it's like, how do you even, how do you have the money? How do you have the time?
Yeah.
How do you have enough hair?
Yeah, exactly. Like my hair doesn't change that much in a week, unless you always are looking for that like fuzzy feeling on the back of your head when they like give you that nice buzz. But even that
Yeah.
lasts probably about a week and a half, maybe two, before you start noticing a difference in hair length.
The only reason I'm going back this early is because I really liked the last haircut
Mm,
that I got, and now I'm getting this stupid
yeah.
fucking woof poof back there. And I'm like, this is so
Cowlick.
annoying, dude.
Woof
And
poof.
I'm not, and like before, so like now that when I do my hair, I
Yeah.
like, I have to be like, do this.
Yeah.
Before it was just like, it was just like buzzed. It
Yeah.
wasn't buzzed, but it was like, I didn't have to do anything, or
Yeah.
there was no line. I was like, this is what I want.
Yep. Like I said, I scheduled mine. My last one was in November when I came home for the wedding, Danny's wedding.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I came up for the wedding and now here we are it'll be a month and a half, I think, since I got my last haircut, which is pretty good for me. Um, I always assumed like once a month was like the most people went. But when I found out yesterday that people are going every week, I
There's
was
no
like,
way.
yeah, I was like, what the fuck are you like for why? Like,
Wow.
there's just no valid reason to it.
Oh, yeah, no, I completely agree.
But I don't know. I guess all the power to you if you
Oh, great. Here, someone's coming up the stairs.
oh goody.
Bet you any
This,
money I get a knock on the
this is
door.
bound to be interesting.
Yeah.
Always an extra special member on the podcast. Who is it?
It's dead.
Oh, it's Dad.
It's Joe.
Yeah, it's me, Dad.
I think this is one of these for you too.
He gave me a whole separate envelope.
Is he
Oh.
delivering mail to you?
No, I mean I guess, but
He's making money.
Oh,
got a couple gift cards for. Oh my God,
Yeah. All right.
couple gift cards for helping a neighbor out.
oh, very nice.
Okay, thank you.
Shout out to John Sharkey.
No, to friendly neighbors. Holy cow, I don't deserve this much.
How much did they give you?
No, I'm not telling you.
Oh, come on. Tell the internet how much they gave you. What did you do for them? Let's take a guess. What did you do for them?
You just said let's take a guess.
I meant like what I'll take a guess on how much money they gave you if you tell me what they did for you. What you
Oh,
did for
okay.
them.
Snow plowing during our 7 feet of snow.
Okay. So 7 feet.
Well,
Snow
okay,
plowing.
we didn't get 7 feet. It was probably about 4.
Okay. So several feet of snow. Well, 4 isn't several.
4 feet of snow and probably
Was it snowing while you were plowing?
yes.
Okay.
Not much, but yeah, a little bit.
What was the temperature outside? Cold enough to be snowing, obviously.
Yeah, below 32.
Okay. What time of day?
What did I do it on? I know at one point it started to get a little dark. Well, because like what happened was, which I
What
thought because
happened was-
there's 2 in here.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, here, one's for you because Dad helped too.
Yeah.
And he was talking to me. He was like, oh yeah, I'll drop. I have something for you and your dad for helping me out. I was like, okay. So I thought both of these, or one was for one. So, and he was like, oh no, I got to step an envelope, and I'm like,
God damn.
oh, what?
Okay. Okay.
So like he did majority of the work.
You were just there.
Like no, so it was for across the street.
Okay.
So you can imagine, you can picture now. You only can picture
How much
the
snow?
the length of what I had to do.
Yeah.
So
Quite
like
a long driveway.
I went, I did the whole driveway up until like, so it kind of goes like this,
Mhm.
So I did the whole like straightaway, not straightaway, but the whole thin part.
Yeah.
And then like
Drive part.
yeah, and then once it like opens up, Dad started doing that and got a lot of it done. And then like it cuts into like another part to go to the doors.
Yeah.
So he did that, and we didn't touch like the smaller part. And then I did a like few more like slices. He left, and then probably for like another hour, I was making a little bit wider because like it was so icy that
Yeah.
like I couldn't get to the ground, to like the pavement.
Hmm.
So I was just trying to make it wide enough, and then I was just like, all right, if
So
they're
this
coming in,
this was a like a few hour long job.
definitely a couple hours, few,
Okay.
and
so it was
even
cold.
and
It was in
and
the
then-
process of snowing. Took
then
a couple
Dad
hours.
went back the next day for a little bit.
2-day endeavor.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 gift cards. I'm gonna guess the total is north of $150.
No.
It's less than 150.
No.
It's exactly 150.
Yes.
Damn. Should have just went with 150 then. Somebody buy me a lottery ticket. I'm gonna fucking win now.
North of 150. No. So it's less. No. Yeah, I mean, I don't
That's a lot of money.
yeah, I that's typically, so like I don't know what's like a minimum wage. I mean, I know he doesn't pay me
Minimum wage is like $15.
Okay, it's $15 now. Like he does, I know what he pays me an hour when I help
Yeah.
him. But like, so let's say it was 15 now. So I was just getting 15. That would only be
Like $45 if it took you a
okay.
few
Well, I get
hours.
paid $25 an hour when I help him.
So you would have made like
So-
$75.
Yeah, like I was expecting.
So we doubled
was
your
honest-
wage.
I was honestly expecting like probably a hundo.
Yeah. Crisp $100 bill.
Yeah.
Benjamin, if you will.
He had asked me, he goes, hey, like we got no like, petty cash at the moment. Gift card good.
I don't know what
Okay.
petty cash means.
Just like, cash. Just like some cash lying around.
Okay, but why is it called petty?
I don't know.
Also, what is petty theft? Like I know what
it's
theft
like
is.
small shit, I think. It's
Yeah,
petty.
but what do they
Like
determine?
you're a bitch. It's like if
Oh.
you go to jail for petty theft, you're the one.
Getting fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a little bitch, so you're getting a dick in your ass. Yeah, but what's the minimum value or the maximum value for petty theft? I don't know. I don't know what I was going
Felony
to say.
petty
so-
theft is a colloquial,
Colloquial.
whatever, term for a statute in the California penal code.
Look at that penal load, dude.
Oh, hold on. Okay, here we go. Defines the crime of petty theft as wrongfully taking or stealing someone else's property when the value of the property is $950 or less.
So basically less than $1,000. It's petty theft.
Yeah.
But also that's a little like they should have just made it $1,000 because if you steal $951 worth of stuff, then it's just actual theft. But like that's
Yeah,
still a
just make it-
bitch number.
Just make it $1,000.
Yeah. So we're just gonna say anything under $1,000 is petty theft.
Well, because you know what it probably is they probably didn't make it 1,000
Because at the
Because-
time,
because they were like they just did the same thing you did. Like, what if somebody steals like 1,050, right?
then it's theft.
And so it's probably was like a 50-50, like plus or minus. They're like, okay, $1,000. They're like, I'm making no sense right now.
Yeah, absolutely 0 cents.
Because I was gonna say, like, nobody's stealing $950. Like $900. Well, I guess you're just taking the money.
Yeah, and it's not even just money, it's property. Like if
Oh,
the
yeah,
value
that's
of what
true.
you're stealing is 950 or less, is it under 950 or 950 or less?
$950 or less.
Okay, so if the value of what you're stealing is $950 or less, it's petty theft. They should have just made it
Shoplifting
1,000 because that extra $50 doesn't fucking mean shit. But sorry, go ahead.
Shoplifting and pickpocketing are common examples of petite larceny
Petite larceny. Ooh.
offenses. Most states charge petty theft as a misdemeanor offense.
Okay, so what does a misdemeanor get me?
People guilty of the crime can face county jail time up to 6 months. It's not bad.
6 months of jail time, and I'm $950 richer. Do I have to
You're not.
return the goods though? Is that like a?
Yeah, you dumbass.
Not if I sold them already.
But they're gonna take it from you.
Is that how that works, or do you just get jail time?
You get jail time, and they take what you took.
Oh.
You think even if they sold
What if
it,
I've already spent what I took?
it doesn't matter.
Hmm.
Like what they're gonna do, you make your first $950 paycheck. All right, cool. You owe that to the county.
I just like assumed that you just did the time, and then it was like, all right, well, all's well that ends well. You know,
I highly doubt that.
I don't know. Like that's what insurance is for, right? But does insurance cover petty theft?
I don't know.
Exactly. If I I don't know. I don't know how crime works. I think if I steal $500 worth of shit, that I go to jail for like 3 months, which means I get free food 3 times a day, an uncomfortable bed to sleep on,
Yeah.
and then at the end of it, I don't have to do anything else, and they're $500 poorer, and I'm probably a little bit fatter because I got fed better than I feed myself. Really, it sounds like a win for me all around.
I personally think.
Do I have a criminal record? Yes.
Yeah,
but
but
it's
you
like
know, that. But that's like a little like
Yeah, it's just a misdemeanor. It's like basically a slap on the wrist.
That's like what am I trying to say? That's like a cool scar on your body. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then somebody, and then yeah, it's just like a cool thing,
Yeah.
When you're younger, you're like, chicks dig scars, and it's like, you got this on your record, and somebody's like talking about shit, and you're like, yeah, I got jail time. They're like, no shit, bro, what'd you do?
Yeah.
Some bitch stuff,
Yeah.
some petty shit.
Yeah. Just a little bit of jail time, and they're like, all right.
Okay, dude.
You got some respect on your name when you're walking around the streets of Buffalo, New York.
So yeah, petty cash. Maybe he means stolen cash.
Maybe he does mean stolen cash. He was trying to launder this money off to you.
No. Yeah, just because he often pays me in cash.
Yeah.
And so he's just got just for expenses that need to be paid for. He'll just have cash if he needs cash for the company.
Right.
So it's just their cash stash.
Right. So he didn't have any of that.
He didn't have any of that. And then he was like, I don't got this. I don't have it till Friday. And this was 2 weeks ago. Or whenever it was. I don't even know when it was. And he was like, that is a gift card cool. And I was like, yeah, no problem. So then nothing happened and then Friday hit and I was like, oh, cool. Nothing was said. So I was like, oh, come Monday, I'm gonna be getting cash. And then that whole week went by, and I think a whole nother week went by, and then now it's this week, or I'm missing a week. I don't know. And then he called me.
Some
today.
amount of time went by.
And he called me today and was like, "Yo, you home?" I was like, "Nah, man, I switched shifts." It's like, I was wondering why you were never home, because I would always be home at he'd see my truck when he got in.
Yeah.
And I'd be up by noon, probably helping him out, usually making more money. That's what sucks about this job now. I can't make more money.
Yeah.
But
aren't you making more money at the new job anyways?
No.
Oh.
Not really.
Also, so remind me again, I don't want to go through the whole process of talking about again on the podcast what you do for a living, but what do you do for a living?
So
give me the quick synopsis.
I'm a help desk.
Okay. So I was at the post office the other day.
For commercial mailing.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
Bulk.
Okay. So big stuff.
A lot of stuff.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Not fake stuff.
Not bulky. Bulk.
No, bulk.
Okay.
30,000 pieces, stuff like that.
Of mail. So it's not like little individual letters that you're sending. You're sending like shit that's going to everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least 200 or more.
Right. So not petty. So not petty mail.
No.
So I was at the post office the other day
That's what's up.
and I was mailing a letter.
Okay.
Okay. So there was a person, they were like the people at like the desk or at the front like counter.
Yeah.
You're not one of those people.
No.
Okay.
You specifically will never
See you at a counter.
go into that, yes, hopefully. But you will never go into the part that
Where
I
you
work
are.
at.
Okay. Follow up. There was a person to the left of the counter. Doesn't matter left or right, I suppose. But in this post office, they were to the left of the counter, and they were at a door that the top half opened, and they were taking some stuff from some people.
Yeah.
And they were like
they were at
they
a
were
Dutch door.
sure. I don't know if that's what they're called.
Yeah, half door.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they were at one of those, and they were doing some stuff with some mail. Would that be you, or are you're not even seen by the public?
I'm not even in an actual post office.
Oh,
But sorry, that's wrong. Like I'm not in a post office. Like I said, I'm not in a post office that you would go to
right.
unless you're going to actually. It's different though, actually, because
You're not like in my local post office.
No, but I think I could be.
Okay.
Because I guess I guess it just depends on what post office you go to. Like if your post office has a BMEU, which stands for Business Mail Entry Unit, or Bulk Mail Entry Unit.
BMEU. Okay, I got it.
BMEU.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I would possibly be there.
Right.
Except for, unless your person's been there for a while, they could be working from home, which I will be doing.
Long story short, the person I saw was not your job.
No, not in the slightest.
I was just wondering because I remember
I've
you
done
said
that job.
What?
I've done that job.
Oh, okay. You've been the guy at the door.
Been the guy at the door at half, and I'm giving people mail. I never took mail.
I think maybe he was giving. Maybe
You can take mail there depending on what it is. Like there's
Yeah.
a lot. Like you're not taking it over the counter. They're probably like, wheel it over here.
All right, because you're never mind. Stupid. I know the sign already. I was gonna say you're not allowed to give mail out over the counter, but you can give mail out somewhere else.
Why not?
Well, there was a sign on at the counter that said the law prohibits the handing of mail over the counter. Swear to God. Saw the sign with my own two eyes.
I'd probably read that sign and be like, "Here you go, dude. Take a fuck package."
Oh.
I don't know. I've never seen that sign. Like I said, I've never on the window.
Maybe it's the Florida thing.
I've never been on the window.
Okay, right.
So, but speaking of my job,
Okay.
yesterday took
Yeah.
my first call. Today took 2 calls.
So tomorrow you're going to be taking like 4 calls.
No, I'm not taking any calls tomorrow
Okay.
because my trainer's out. He won't be here. So, and he's like a genius. So it's like the only time I took a call, I took a call because like he's in my ear, and if I don't know it, which I don't,
Right.
he's just like, "Oh yeah, easy. You do this." And I'm like, "Yeah, easy for you, you fuck." No offense, you're a great guy.
Yeah.
But like
He knows a lot more than you do.
he just knows so much. And like he trained like half the people in my like team. So like anybody has a question, they're like, hey, can you call me? Can I call you? Hey.
I mean, how much work is it really? It's the post office. You have like 2 jobs. Pick the mail up, drop the mail off.
You're so ignorant.
That's like all the post office does. Sort the mail, I suppose, but that's a machine that does that shit.
Yeah.
So you
Sure.
pick the mail up, you drop the mail off, job's done at the post office.
I wish.
That's all it should be.
You get these questions and it's just like, because you got people that can sign up for like an account, like this thing. This like it's called the Business Customer Gateway. Okay. So half the time
Connects customers and businesses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Not really. I mean, yeah, but
Well, that's
like,
what a gateway does.
yeah, no. I mean, it can, and then it connects it to us too. We are. a
You are the
business, I guess.
gateway.
Yeah. So like, it'll be like they'll come in with questions like, "Hey, I can't. How do I do this? Okay, well, you got to sign up for this. How do I do that? I gotta fucking do everything for you, bro. Like, so
That
like,
is your
okay.
job.
And like, I've never done this, but like, I've watched because we're just on a big Zoom call. Well, not a big. We're on a Zoom call. And then
Right.
whoever gets the phone call, like if you take a phone call, we usually share the screen.
Hmm.
So in case there's any questions, then we can see what's going on, blah, blah. So they'll be like, okay, open the business customer gateway. Are you on this page? Yeah. Okay, click this. Okay. Now go down to this. Okay, click that. Okay. Now what's it look like right now? Okay. Okay, go to this. Okay, now click that. Now fill out your information. Let me know when you're done. Okay, I'm done. Yeah. And it's just like, oh my God, dude.
Yeah, it's
And
like talking to a 2-year-old.
So it's like there's that, and then it's like, I gotta check people's balances. I gotta check to see if they're like, I want to add this location because if you have a permit at one location, you
Mm.
can only drop your mail off at that location, unless you're like qualified to mail anywhere, which means you're like a regular. You're like, okay, yeah, this guy sends shit. So then you can like add your permit to other other bulk mail units.
That doesn't make sense. Okay.
Because when somebody comes, like you can't bring in like 1,000 pieces of mail.
But isn't that the job of the post office to mail as much shit as I bring into them?
You have to bring it to the correct spot.
Yeah, but that's what doesn't make sense to me. Like I can take my letter, my packages, my whatever to any post office in the country, and they'll send it.
Your one singular letter, yeah.
Yeah, but like, why can I not then bring 1,000 letters?
You might actually be able to. I could easily give you wrong information. But I don't think so, because it's like, I think you have to have some type of like,
Or like, does it qualify as bulk mail? Like, if like, let's say you're having a big wedding, right? And you're sending out invites, save the dates, everything, and it's 201 people you're inviting. 202. Let's assume everybody's bringing a double.
well, the whole thing with our thing
Okay.
is that like, if you just have one mailing, you're like, oh, I have a wedding and it's 200 people.
Yeah.
Like,
My
you're
camera
not
fucking up. God damn it.
yeah, a little bit.
I hate this thing.
You're not going to go through the process to one, fill out a permit application and pay a $275 application fee. And then also
The post office is robbing people.
pay an annual fee of $275
Are you fucking joking?
to mail one mailing of $201.
Right. So that's what I'm wondering is like, if I'm not going to do that, then I'm allowed to just mail 202
and what you're going to
letters.
do, because it is a first class mailing that you're sending because it's personal.
Yeah.
It's a wedding thing.
Is what they're
So-
sending, not first class.
No, not all the time.
But they can send first class.
Yes.
Okay. So realistically, they're spending all this money in order to do what they could do for free. I mean, not for free, because you have to spend money to mail anyways. To send mail, I suppose, not mail. Like it cost me 60 cents because I had to buy a stamp while I was at the post office because I didn't have any stamps because nobody fucking has stamps anymore. All right. Like, can we just get rid of stamps? Also, 60 cents for a stamp? Are you joking?
It's going up to 63.
Fuck, who needs 3 more cents per stamp?
Inflation, bro. I don't know.
Inflation. It's a sticker. You don't see the price of stickers going up.
Make one yourself. Tell me how it goes.
I will.
No, like actually, because I was thinking to myself, I was like, how hard is it to actually?
Yeah, like what are they like? The stamps don't have any like electronic information on them, do they?
Dude, that's what I'm thinking. But like, I'm just wondering if there actually is, and they just don't tell people about it.
Yeah.
because then
It's like when you used to think, not that I've stolen stuff from stores before, but like people think that like the barcode is what sets off the do 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 at the end. It's not. It's the thing that has a little metal strip on it. The barcode doesn't set off shit. You can walk out with a million barcodes, nothing's going to go off. Not that I know this for sure. I've never stolen anything from a store.
not that we know this, but yeah, bro, I don't know. Like
Right.
there's reasons for
I
like
get that. The only way that it makes sense is if this $275 annual fee costs less than it costs to send a large sum of mail.
that's what I'm saying though. There's nobody's getting that 275 if they're doing one mailing.
One time. Because it would
It's-
cost me less to send 200 pieces of mail.
Yeah,
Just bada
because
boom.
you're not a business who makes money to then send this to pay money to the post office to then send this.
Right.
Because they're doing
So you-
this on a monthly
Monthly
or
basis.
quarterly
Yeah.
thing,
So it
you know?
would cost them more than $275. So really, so they don't have to pay anything more than the 275 when it comes to sending a bunch of shit. They do have to pay more?
Yeah.
Then
It's
it's
free.
not worth it, dude.
Yes, it is.
If I wanted to send 1,000 pieces of mail
Well,
once
I'm
a
not
month,
saying I'm not saying it's worth it, but people you gotta pay shit, dude.
yeah, I get that. But like, what's the difference? Like, what do you do for them paying $275 a year?
We send their shit so that they
Yeah.
get their advertisement. or
But would
whatever
you
they gotta
send
do.
their shit regardless? If they brought you the
Let me ask
mail,
you something. Let me ask you something.
okay.
If I charged $10
Yeah.
for people to have me go pick up their food,
Yeah.
and then you said, "Well, I'm not going to pay you, but we can go get it."
It's not the same.
Yes, it is.
Because I have to pay you anyways. If you were to say, "Hey, pay me
You don't.
$10," but also, or it's like
Oh,
you're
I
like,
see what you mean.
if you were like, "Hey, you have to pay me $5 to go pick up your food," I go, "Yeah, that makes sense." You go, "But also, I'm going to be your guy all the time, so you have to pay me $10 a month, even if I'm not picking up food for you that month, you still have to pay me $10." I'd be like, "Well, I'm not going to give you $10 if you're not picking up food. I'm also not going to give you $10 on top of the $5 I'm already giving you because you're just picking up my food."
Think about it this way.
I think about it any way you want.
Think about it this way. Come January,
Okay.
you sign up for me. You
Yeah.
sign up for my business,
Right.
and I tell you, all right, there's an annual fee,
Yes.
or sorry, there's an application fee.
Application
And
fee makes
I
sense.
understand that an application,
But also,
fee,
application fees stupid. For me to fill out a piece of paper should not cost $275.
yeah, see, that I find pretty stupid.
Yeah.
Because the subscription, the annual fee, that makes sense.
Yeah.
There's like I pay
I mean, it doesn't, but I'm on board with that.
I
It makes
pay a
more sense
yearly
than
fee for Amazon Prime,
right.
So it makes sense.
Sure.
So, but either way,
Yeah, I mean, I guess that does make sense, right? Like I'm
So,
paying
yeah,
$20
you come
a
to me,
month for Amazon.
Come January, you're like, hey, I want you to pick up my shit or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, fill this form. It'll cost you $10.
Okay.
And then on top of that, give me another $10 for the start of your annual fee to start on this day, January 1st.
Right.
And now every time I go pick up your food,
I owe you another $5.
you give me $5.
Mm-hmm. And actually, technically, no, because it still costs them a shit ton of money to send this mail, correct?
Depends how much work they do.
What?
They get a discount if they do more work.
Oh, okay. But like, does it usually cost more than the annual fee?
Yes.
Okay. So let's look at it this way now. I pay you $10 to fill out the application. I pay you $10 to start my subscription. And then every time I want to get food, I pay you $20 on top of the $10 a year I'm already paying you. $10, yeah, a year. I have to pay you another $20.
I forgot about this.
Okay.
I forgot. So basically, The only reason you pay the $275
Yeah.
is because it's that type of permit. So that type of permit is called a permit imprint, which you have probably seen on some letters you've gotten. I'm not sure. Maybe not, but it's in the top right corner of the envelope, like a stamp. And I'll just pull it up.
Sure. Yeah. That's just, yeah.
Permit
I
imprint.
did not want to spend this whole episode talking about the post office, but now now I'm angry at them.
Permit imprint. Here we go. So it looks like this. You got it says like, it's standard mail,
Right.
postage paid, and then it comes out of your account, your permit account, and then it's like whatever number your permit is.
Okay.
So that has an application fee of $275.
Okay.
You can do a pre-canceled stamp.
Thought you spelled that wrong.
Whatever. You could do a pre-canceled stamp, which there is no application fee, because you're just buying like a roll of 10,000 stamps.
Okay.
And
What's
then
the difference between that and the previous thing?
application fee?
So they
And
they do nothing different for the mail.
Well, people like to put this on because it looks more first classy. It doesn't look like garbage. It's like someone's going to get this and like, oh, it's a stamp. It's first class.
But it's not.
But it's not.
Oh.
Because like what you'll see is you're like, if you look at this thing, it's
That's
small,
called
the fine
stamp.
print. It says U.S. nonprofit. It's like, oh, it's actually garbage. Or it'll say like, now see, this one says pre-sorted first class. I don't actually like. I'm confused on this one. Pre-canceled stamp standard. Here, pre-sort, like people will see this and like, oh, it's a stamp, right?
Must be legit.
But
yeah.
You just you see this pre-sorted stamp, it's like, oh, Scar.
Right. Okay. So they don't have to pay the $275 all the time.
No. So what they do is they buy like a denomination. It's like a 10-cent stamp,
Mm-hmm.
and then they put that.
Wait. You
Shut
have
up.
cheaper stamps?
No,
Okay.
because you can't buy this.
Okay.
Because anything you send is first class.
Just making sure I'm not getting scammed.
Because so what happens is, and they have to pay it back anyways. Because let's say they have they have 10,000 mailings.
Hmm.
The amount of the thing isn't going to be 10 cents for the 10,000, whatever that is. 10,000 times 0.1 equals 1,000. 1,000. So that covers that payment, but then they just got to pay whatever is extra. Because it goes by like weight,
Right.
something like that, I think. Could be wrong again. I don't know. I think it's weight. And it's like, okay, you have this much at this, you have this much weight and you got to pay this much. So you're going to pay, and you want to look fancy. So you're going to do a pre-canceled stamp, and it's going to cover this much money. And then you'll just pay like with a debit card to finish off the rest.
Right. So the cheaper option is a pre-canceled stamp,
Yes.
but a lot of people still do
There's
the
more work in there
right.
because you got to physically put a stamp on every single envelope.
Oh,
Whereas the imprint, a printer. Now, I shouldn't say that too, because sometimes people just get like I think
stamp.
most people have a printer
Yeah.
that'll print it on the envelope.
Mhm.
I would think, I think, but I do believe, like I heard one guy say like, oh yeah, I can just get like a stamp, like a,
Yes,
You know?
a stamp. A stamp that's
Um,
not the stamp we're talking about. Yeah.
yeah, I can just get like a stamp for that. And they're like, yeah. Now I would assume he probably doesn't send out 10,000 pieces a month.
Right.
He's probably only got a
But
few hundred.
the point of all this is that they're paying $275 a year to do something to have you guys do something that you would already do if they weren't paying you $275 a year. You get the you get the confusion there, right? Like if they brought, fucking
Yeah, but we just wouldn't accept it.
right, but if they brought stamped mail,
The only
Doesn't
reason
ma-
it would be stamped would be it's first class, and they're paying a fucking arm and a leg for that right now.
right. But
60
that's-
cents a stamp.
Right. But if they were to do that, though, let's just say they had all the stamps and they did this and they dropped it off at your fucking front desk, you would send the mail. No matter the quantity.
I don't think so.
I know you would.
No, because
You don't
there's-
just say, nope, that's too much. Sorry.
Dude, I mean, I will tell you this. Some people have just denied mail. Like I think there was a phone call I overheard the one time. They're like, yeah, they just didn't accept my mail.
Like they just
Probably
said
because-
no.
Yeah.
So let's circle back to the main job of the post office is to pick up and deliver mail. They can't just
Yeah,
say
if
no.
it's properly.
Well, yeah.
And this guy obviously wasn't properly.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's different. But I'm
I don't
saying,
know
like,
if, he was,
if
honestly.
it's
I
properly
think- I
done,
think there was
properly
just a
marked, properly
misunderstanding.
stamped, properly whatever, and they drop off 10,000 pieces of mail, that's all
Dude,
good
there's
and
more
ready to
to
go.
it. You're asking the wrong fucking guy. There's more.
Then
to
bring
it.
your fucking trainer on here because I want to ask him how he's getting away with this bullshit.
There's more to it than you just being able to drop off 1,000 pieces of mail.
Hmm.
You know, I'm gonna Google. Why can't
Why can't I drop off 10,000 pieces
why
of mail?
can't I mail
1,000 things.
1,000 pieces of mail? This is gonna be so wrong.
They're going to be like, you can.
See, I mean,
make
as soon as I do that, 5 steps to prepare your USPS bulk mailing. Because like how it's just gonna be the thing. It's like, how do I go about this? And what it is that it is what it is. You have to pay a 200
Okay. Let me break it down this way, right? If I were to bring in, you said it's 200 or more is bulk mail.
something like that. Yeah.
All right. So if I were to bring in every day for 10 days, 100 pieces of mail.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be considered bulk, but you'd still send it anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the difference if I just bring it all in one day as opposed to 10 days? There's no difference in price. There's no difference in the amount of mail you're sending. The only difference is the amount of days that it's spread out amongst, which would give a slight break to the people.
I would think
Yeah. I found a
think-
flaw in the
no,
system.
because you're just being fucking stupid. Nobody's doing that.
I know nobody's doing that, but what I'm saying is like it could be done that way. So what's the difference?
I would say that there's got to be something. The only thing that I can think of is that it's got to be that the only way you could do that is if you buy 60-cent stamps,
Mhm.
right? And pay $600.
Right. Wait. Yeah.
And that can't be done because it's not actually first class mail.
But doesn't it not matter if it's got the stamp on it?
That would make sense. I'm not sure.
Like, isn't the stamp, doesn't that make it first class mail?
Well, first class mail is anything that's handwritten or typed or personal.
Right. So
So-
a brochure is typed.
We would immediately be like, that's not first class.
But if it's in an envelope,
that's advertised. Oh, but then if it's in an envelope, then
that's what I'm saying, dude. Like,
oh, I don't know.
I'm not sending posters through the mail.
I don't know.
Also, does that qualify for, does it matter the size if it's first class? Like if I just like type up a giant, or if I like hand write a massive thing, put a stamp on it, give it to you guys, is that first class mail?
How massive are we fucking talking about? A letter can only be like fucking.
Like that size.
No, that's not a letter, you dumbass.
Oh, so it has to be letter sized.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a fucking package right there, dude. Somehow, it's like an irregular package.
Oh. I mean, I wasn't gonna send it like that.
Yeah, you'd roll it up and be in a tube,
Okay.
and then it'd be an irregular package.
What if I brought in a big envelope? Like folded that up, like tri-folded it, and just put it in a massive poster-sized envelope.
It'd be an irregular package.
Okay.
It'd be like a non-machinable package.
Okay.
And there's a difference. I don't know what it is. I learned it.
Well, it can't go through the machine because it's weird.
Yeah, I'm saying there's a difference between non-machinable and irregular,
Oh,
which I'm pretty sure both can't go through the machine.
yeah. No.
And I could be wrong. Irregular may be able to go through machine. And then once it maxes out like the irregular, no, because there's machinable, non-machinable, and irregular. So if there's irregular, that means it's not machinable, right? Like, why wouldn't you just classify irregular under machinable?
Yeah.
It's place. Listen, I'm done. And let's
Let's wrap this up. Unfortunately, we did spend most of this episode talking about the post office, but that's,
But,
sometimes it'd
hey,
be like that.
in my head, you brought up some good points, but I 100% assure you that there's got to be something that I'm missing.
I'm gonna talk to mom about this. I'm gonna call her
there's-
up and be like, "Hey, what's going on with this scam that everybody's
There's-
falling for?" Apparently,
I was like, because there's definitely something that is like, it's like, oh, you just can't, and if there isn't, then it's just like, all right, then that's just the way, and that's just the way it is, and it's just like, yeah, I have to pay $4.50 for a box of cereal now. That's just what it is, So it's like, so yeah, you could do your way, but it's just like, I gotta fucking. Every day I gotta make 100 letters, or I gotta make all these letters at some point, and then I just have to fucking go to the post office.
see, but my
Every
point to
single
that
day.
was I don't think I have to do that. I could just bring it in all in one day.
Oh yeah, ask that. Ask if you can do that.
Yeah.
Ask if you can. Ask if you can just take 1,000 letters,
Okay.
put 60 stamped, because that's just fucking a stupid fucking thing in and of itself. To do that, that's 1,000 stamps to put on a letter.
Yeah.
And just ask if you can bring it in, because I think you can, but it's just like,
But like, why would you?
but like I'm just thinking, I'm like, I don't know. It's just weird because I'm just like, I don't know. Everything comes through the bulk mail unit that I'm at. I've never seen somebody bring in that much mail before until I just got to this job. So it's just like, okay, then you have to bring it to this unit, and they'll be like, what the fuck is this? I have no idea.
Oh God. Oh,
Anyways,
yeah.
um,
Also, you still owe me for fucking this goddamn camera. Oh, now I've really done it.
yeah, and you owe me $50.
What?
Yep. So
Why don't we just start taking that money off?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I don't owe you anything until
Alright.
you max out that $50.
Okay, deal.
So if you buy something for $20, you owe me $30.
Okay.
Which is stupid. I should have got my fucking $50 2 months ago.
Shut up.
But no, you're fucking sitting over there, fucking putting up your stupid holiday decorations, fucking buying Christmas tree lights every other goddamn day.
I'm not buying that many lights.
Okay, so Dave Sharkey, yes, me.
The
Underscore
trivia, Dave.
Oh,
Trivia.
yeah.
You fuck.
Trivia. Oh wait, okay.
My camera's not still really. We're really just
Yeah.
gonna keep doing this, aren't we?
Oh,
You
no,
fucking
no.
piece of shit camera. What the fuck is going on?
Okay. Share screen. Bam. I gotta hurry this up. Pick a number.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. What happened to the Liberty Bell in 1835?
Locked in.
Bet you I know it.
I said it cracked.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, go figure. All right. Quickly, we'll do 2 more.
Oh, I was just gonna give us the points.
Oh, yeah, that works. Okay.
All right. It's Dave, we deserve the points when we get a question right once a month.
Honestly, yeah, that's true. That is true.
That was like the easiest question we've ever had on this podcast, though. hands
Yeah, because
down.
like if you don't know that the Liberty, I mean, you obviously just don't know what the world is. If you don't know that there's a crack in the Liberty Bell.
Exactly. Do I really need to buy a new camera? Is this what's going on right now? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Underscore David Sharkey underscore is my Instagram.
Yep.
You can follow me there. Eat of the week. I'd say pizza and wings. I haven't said that in a while, and I haven't had it in a while. So pizza and wings. On Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah. It's good. For the Bills game, right?
Yeah.
You can follow me on my photography Instagram, Sharky underscore photography. My regular Instagram, Secret Agent Sharky. My YouTube channel is Joe Sharky. And then my eat of the week. Oh, I went when I was at the airport because my flight got delayed coming back down.
Right on.
So I went to the Anchor Bar, watched the Bills game, got some food. They had a chicken finger salad. Absolutely slapped. It was like there was so much food, I literally could not even finish it, which sucked because I like really liked it, and it wasn't like enough to bring with me, so I just like gave, just threw it out. And I got French fries, which are really good too. As for the podcast, you can follow us on Twitter at CSG Pod. That is CSGPOD. Follow us on TikTok at The Shuffle Podcast, where we post our clips. Subscribe on YouTube. That's youtube.com/at The Shuffle Podcast. And then Spotify and Apple Podcasts, both The Shuffle Podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. We will talk at you next week from the same room because I will be home. I'll be home for Quizmois.
Shut up.
All right. Bye-bye, everybody.